Happy Tuesday and welcome to Angels Don't Lie. We're coming live to you tonight from KHF, Kathy Hinkle Fitness, here in New Milford, Connecticut, where Kathy just finished her rock out class raising money for breast cancer awareness. So exciting. The girls had a great class. And joining me right now is Karen Hinkle, Kathy's sister-in-law. Hi, Karen.
Hi, Jeannie.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
I'm fine. So Karen and I go way back, and I thought maybe we could talk a little bit about totems because we've had this connection with spirit and spirit animals, and I know this is a long thing for you and your family. I thought it would be kind of a fun topic.
Okay, we can do that.
All right, good. And do you want to tell everybody what you do? I mean, you have an interesting background as well.
Well, I've done a few different things, but now my family raises German Shepherds, and my parents started the business about 60 years ago, and we have the top kennel in the country as far as German-style breeding. So that's my day-to-day.
That's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's fun.
You guys are traveling all over the country and back and forth to Germany as well.
Back and forth to Germany. We show in other countries at times, and the dogs go back and forth more than we do. But yeah, it's a cool.
And how many
thing.
How many puppies do you have right now?
We have a few different litters.
Okay. In your house though, there's always so many going on.
Yeah, we try to raise them in our homes so that they get special individual attention.
Right. Hands-on care. Mm-hmm. And you have a brand new grandbaby as well,
Brand new grandson named Quinn Rory. Rory's my son's name, so his middle name is after his uncle. Yeah, he's awesome. He's 2 weeks old.
2 weeks old. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's beautiful.
He is.
And you glow. It's that new grandma glow.
Yeah. I was there to watch him come into the world. He was born at home, just like his mom, so that's really cool.
She's a brave woman. This woman delivered her children at home and planted the placenta, this story, in the yard, right?
Yeah, I was a hippie.
Yeah, I love that though. When our older daughters were both pregnant at the same time, we did ceremonies together.
Oh, we did really beautiful blessing ways, which is kind of a spiritual thing that connects the women in the mother's community so that they're there for support, and they kind of stay connected through the pregnancy. And then when the baby is born, everybody celebrates the new life. Even if they're not in the same space, they have that connection.
I found that to be so rewarding and uplifting, doing it for our girls, and just the group that we brought together for each of us. It was beautiful.
It really was. It was a lot of fun and really special, especially because with my daughter's first baby, she was in California and we were all here. I went out for the birth, but her community, her female community wasn't there with her through the pregnancy, so we were there in spirit.
Yeah, we were. So you can have a blessing day for your daughter if you have a child expecting. You can look it up. You can Google it. We had a book.
I can't remember who the author is, but there are books, and you can find them now all over the internet. Just look up Blessing Way or birth preparation ceremonies. There's all kinds of stuff on it.
Right, and so I love that. So if you guys want to do that, I highly suggest it. So let's talk a little bit about totem animals, because you've always worked with a spirit animal, and I know your dad had a spirit animal.
My dad was so into it. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, he was so into it.
Which is I think so cool, right? To have a dad to be able to talk to you.
Yeah.
So what was that like growing up, and how did he even communicate that to you?
Well, he was raised Catholic, but he always had this part of him that was connected to other things, and he was very interested in mediums, and he would always go and see Ed and Lorraine Warren, and he could feel stuff, and he knew stuff before it happened, and was always very connected with animals, particularly canines, whether it was wolves or coyotes or foxes or whatever he happened to have at the house, and he just had a connection with them, and he could read them and handle animals that other people couldn't, and he was a real cool guy.
And do you feel like that has kind of come down to you as well? Do you feel the same thing with your animals?
Oh, I definitely feel a spiritual connection. I don't feel that I have anywhere near the talent and the gift that he had. My brother also has it. I think maybe it got split up a little bit as it came down.
Well, I think that it requires a little attention to open that up.
Yeah, that's
and work
definitely
with it.
true.
Yeah,
definitely
and it's not
true.
the norm to have and talk about, like, in society. It's like poo-pooed, like, talking to angels or having that.
It's not something that you bring up in the office. Yeah,
well, exactly. In a group of people that
that's
your
true.
peers, right?
That's true.
Yeah. So it's kind of interesting. How did your mom feel about that?
My mom was raised by, her dad was German and he was really staunch and, none of that nonsense. But her mom was Irish, and she always talked about magic and fairies and knowing stuff and thin places, which, as you know, are places where you can feel, they're almost magical places.
Yes.
And there are a lot of those places in the Celtic countries, and in Ireland in particular, Ireland and Wales, and Scotland too, but mostly Ireland and Wales. So she was very practical in a lot of ways, but she also, both of my parents brought kind of magic into our lives.
Your dad had the music connection too,
Right.
which I think is fascinating.
Yeah, both my parents were musicians. That's actually how they met. Dad was a studio musician in Nashville, but also had a band here in Connecticut. And my mom was in an all-girl band.
I didn't know that one.
Oh yeah. And they had a nightclub. Her brother owned a nightclub in Reading called the Blue Feather.
Okay.
And my mom's band was the opener, and then my dad's band was playing, and that's where they met.
Very
But
nice.
they used to do, actually, we're here in New Milford, and they did concerts at New Milford Theater. They used to bring up big-name acts from Nashville and put on concerts here in New Milford.
Right.
So that was kind of cool. But yeah, they were
So
into
do you
music.
sing?
I do sing.
Okay, I want to hear you sing.
I'm not going to sing right now, Jeannie. I love you, but I'm not going to sing right now.
Oh, I'm totally going to get her to sing to me later. I won't sing to you because you'll fall over. But I have to hear that. I'm sure you have a beautiful voice.
I'm sure you've heard it before, and I'm not going to sing right now.
No, I won't make you. No,
Okay.
No, not making you. So I ran into this woman over the weekend. My husband and I went for a walk over in, I'm totally losing the name, Beebrook. Through Beebrook. Have you ever gone on the trail in
No.
Washington? No. Oh, you're going to love it.
Really?
Yeah, you'll love it. So she was walking her two little dogs, and they were named after Welsh fairies.
Oh, really?
I know. And I was like,
Could you pronounce the names?
one was Gwendolyn, and the other.
that's not too bad.
The
Okay.
boy one was a G one too, but I could not remember. And so I said, "Wow, you took." She was an elderly woman. I said, "Wow, you committed big here. You got twins." And she's like, "But they play with each other." And I said, "And the names are a mouthful." I said, "Do you shorten them?" And she said she called them Gwenny and whatever the boy one. I can't remember, but they were adorable.
Aw.
And yeah. So my husband's like looking at me. He's like, "She had you at fairies, didn't she?" I said, the woman was just, incredible. So very sweet, very lovely. Well, thank you for joining us and
Sure.
popping in. A lot of fun. We found up some information about Karen I didn't know
You didn't
before.
know. The Blue Feather.
The Blue Feather, and I didn't know that you sang. So what would you like to sing? Like, what would be your type of music?
Well, I grew up singing country music because that's what my parents played,
Yeah.
and
So that
that's,
would be
what we sang.
what you'd gravitate towards.
Yeah.
So now that she's with the home of the original artist here on KBJB, maybe we'll get her to cut a song.
Yes, submit an original.
There you go.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe never. You never know.
Maybe. I do like to sing. I'm just not.
Right. Well, you could do it behind the scenes.
Yep.
Yep. All right,
right.
well, I'll let you off the hook now. Thank you so
Jeannie.
much. I'll talk
Thank you.
So tonight we're going to be talking a little bit about the benefits about staying in the moment, even when life throws you a big curveball. How do you do that? How do you stay in the moment? I'm going to share my hot tip with you, and we're going to answer some questions from our listeners and from a couple emails that we got. So if you want to call in tonight, Casey is back. How you doing, Casey, from your travels?
I'm doing great.
Yeah?
Yeah,
You had a good time?
I had an awesome time.
Maybe too much of a good time?
Chased around a 2.5-year-old for 2 weeks, basically. It wore me out.
So you went out to stay with your grandson?
Yes.
And help out your daughter?
Yep.
And you do that every year?
Yeah, in October, give the grandmother a break so she can usually go visit her mother
Okay.
down in Tennessee. And then But this time she just stayed to help around. Her daughter's having some health issues, so
Okay.
she just took a 2-week break, with the other grandkids
Okay, nice.
too. So she was able to take a break and works out good. And I got to see a little Nebraska football and got to see friends and family. All that good stuff.
That's where the show last week came from.
Yes.
It was a little too much fun friend time. Totally picking on Casey.
Something happened with the Skype.
happened.
It was so weird. It was like there was a block, and
Something happened.
as soon as we got off the show,
It worked.
it worked.
You said that.
So
I don't know. It was insane last
right.
week. So the number here tonight, and Casey, the phones are working, correct?
Yes.
646-891-5252. So if you want to call in and have a reading and talk to your loved ones on the other side or get some angel messages, we would love to connect you. So Trish out there sent a message in our Angels Don't Lie group, and she's having a little bit of a hard time because she's moving and she's all by herself packing. And so I just thought we could send her a little extra love, a little extra care her way, because it is not easy to be on your own doing that, and moving is emotional. So we hope that you get through that, Trish, and remember that you can be in that love moment rather than in, a fear, worry moment. So that brings me to, did you cut out?
Well, there's so much background noise.
There's so much.
I
See you later. Good night.
I muted myself out when I'm not talking here.
Say something because I want to
But
hear your
there's
voice.
a big party going on here
Say
for.
bye. Oh, thank you.
Bye.
I know it's busy, but we're gonna get Kathy Hinkle on here in a minute, and I think the Warp View girls are gonna come on too.
Awesome.
I think that's what's happening. Does anybody have a direction?
No, I don't have a show map.
Yeah, right. We're trying.
Yes.
But I wanted to talk about being in the moment. What was important about that? Because, I think this is great for Trish as well because she's going through so much. And how do we stay in that moment when there's all these curveballs? And I've experienced this. This whole month of October has been about big curveballs in my family, even with business stuff as well.
Wasn't it September too? It seems like it's been going on longer than just October.
I want to pretend that it's just October so that, actually it's been about 3 months worth.
So, definitely.
I would like to say that we're winding down, but we just got some other news about my brother, so we're not ready to reveal yet, but it's overwhelming. So I'm just trying to stay in that moment, stay focused on what God is bringing forward, right? He never gives us too much that we can't handle. He brings us the things that will help us when we choose love rather than fear. So love is that front door that's right in front of us. And when we can focus on here, now, in front, rather than behind us, which is what's going on in the past, or changing our reactions into something that's already gone. Maybe a fight with somebody, or maybe, an uncertainty, and we start to look outside of ourselves for help. Well, then we can really lose our balance. So being in our breath, and I talk about this all the time, is how we stay in that moment. It's how we can be really clear, really calm, and inside of our body. Because a lot of times we'll kind of fly out and go to the chaos of the energy that's around. So, for instance, Trisha's in the move, and she could fly out and be in all the chaos of packing and where am I going to go and what am I going to do? And so the chaos of the energy around her rather than within her own being. So by taking a breath in and using that count like we've talked about several times, breathing in into a count of 5 with control, exhaling back out, you can stay in your body. This helps you be in the moment, and in moment to moment helps you to stay in love and choose love. So you can see the blessings rather than the fear, the pain, the negative, the sorrow, the woe is me type of energy that is so easily connected to us. So KJ just walked over. Hey, KJ.
Hey, that's really loud. We have somebody here that would like to come on live with you,
perfect.
Jeanne. She's one of our usual listeners,
yeah.
and she's here live. So we're gonna have her sit down with
and
you.
is anybody else in there that wants to?
Probably, yes.
Okay.
So one at a time. I'm working the room.
You'll work in the room.
Yes, I'm being a medium madam.
Okay.
All right, hold on a second.
And you're going to get the Kathy Hinkle out here too.
Yes,
so
I'm getting Henkel.
perfect.
She's doing measurements right now for the yes.
Little black dress. So
Yes.
that's what she's
on
got a
that.
little black dress challenge over here at KHF. So helps. She's amazing for women because she really helps to boost their self-esteem
Confidence.
and their confidence, and everybody's welcome here.
Yes.
Nobody's ever shy. There's no drama. It's really
No
a beautiful,
drama.
beautiful
We don't
place.
like drama. Hold on. So I'm going to get Jeanne in here right now. Hold on a second.
Beautiful.
You come.
Jeanne, just sit in this chair here and then kind of sit right close to the microphone so we can hear you. This is different. Usually you're on the phone.
Hi, Jeannie.
How are you?
Good.
Good. Move a little forward. There you go. So what's going on in your life, Jeanne?
Nothing much. Just did an awesome workout.
I know that was a good workout, right?
Yeah, it was hard,
Yeah. Yeah.
but it was awesome.
So you've been a listener and also a client. You've kind of you had the book too.
Yes.
How are you doing with your journaling? Have you put it aside?
Yeah, right
Oh,
now.
look at her face. Look at Casey. Casey's like, oh God, thank you. Thank you for having somebody with me that's not journaling.
I don't feel so alone.
I get home from work and I just rest.
Yeah, it's hard to always, stay focused, but it's good to get back to it. Mm-hmm. So I have it here so you can look at the journal and the book so you can remember. Where did you leave off? Do you know?
Well, I had to go back,
Okay.
so
Yep.
I don't remember now.
Yeah. But it's good to go back. Like I still have to go back. We were just talking about how to stay in the moment when life throws you curveballs, and you've had a lot of curveballs in your life.
Yes.
And how have you stayed in the moment? Has that changed since you read the book to before?
Well, the beginning, yes. As I've gone through and I've gone back, there are times where I take that deep breath
Yep.
and rather than react, just think
Right.
and not react to the person that I'm encountering or the situation.
Yeah. So that's great. The whole being calm, staying in the moment. And you look like you're going to cry. Don't.
No.
Okay, good. I'm like, maybe it's the light. Maybe it's the light in here.
Sweat.
Sweat. That's what it is. Right, from the workout. So how is everything in your life?
Actually, everything's going well.
Good. And your children?
They're busy. My daughter's back from college trying to find a job.
Good.
So,
Yep, that's hard, right?
yeah, especially when you think you want to go one way and maybe that's not the way you're supposed to go.
Yeah.
So she doesn't like when I say, I know you don't want to hear this, but maybe it's for the best.
Right.
There's something else down the road for you.
And that is hard to hear because we set our sights on what we want, and we don't know. This is perfect, because we don't always see what's in front of us. We don't even see what the angels have for us and what would be in our highest and best good. So at a young age, we can be really stubborn, and we can still be that stubborn as we grow older if we don't learn to relax, breathe, stay in the moment, and allow, surrender a little bit. That surrender is what opens up that doorway to, all right, this makes sense. I can go this way.
Yep, exactly.
So that kind of is, I think, some people learn it young and some people don't. Some people it takes more time.
Sometimes you learn it and then you forget it.
Yeah. And then you go, oh, yeah. But that's the beauty of being able to go back over and learn and grow. Because when we can reflect, we can say, all right. But sometimes we're stubborn and we have to keep learning.
What's nice about the book is because I've gone through a couple chapters, and then there were times where you and I met, and then I went backwards and had to start again and refocus on me.
Right.
But the schmegma guy, that always comes back as a common theme, saying, nope, you're not getting me now.
Right, because that fear or thought will have us stay outside of a moment and stay in all the chaos and the crazy energy rather than being focused on love and the possibilities and the truth that we're perfectly okay and we're safe and we can have all the things that we desire if we slow down. And sometimes the things that we desire aren't really the things that we want either.
or what are best for us.
Exactly. So we might work really hard towards something and really force it, but it never serves us. It never fills up that void. Which is...
That's one thing I've learned over the years is when you keep going one direction and you hit the wall, you need to go back.
Right.
Or find a different path.
That stop, drop, and pray. Give it a moment, breathe. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming on air with us.
It was great to be here live.
Yeah, so much fun. So much fun. Do you wanna talk about any particular messages before I let you go?
I'm more curious about my kids more so than myself.
Yeah, so they're like going all around the challenge. Do you understand the challenge at hand? And this could be about your kids, but I feel like there's a challenge, and I feel like almost like a tug of war is what they're showing me. So
one of my kids is having some challenges.
Okay. Is this the middle child?
Yes.
Yeah, that's where it is. And what's the tug of war between, what are you fighting for that's...
It's not so much we're fighting, he's just struggling with school and a pathway and emotions and just kind of finding an even keel.
Does he have like dyslexia or something?
No, he has anxiety, depression.
Yeah, because I'm feeling like that, but I don't know why they're showing me like a dyslexia type of thing. So I'm not positive what that means. So he's having anxiety as well?
Yeah, he gets very worked up over things and kind of gets too much in his head. Right, that's that shmiko, that overthinking, right, being outside. Is he into music as well? Not particularly. I really like the music for him. And I don't know if that means listening to music or playing music, but the music is soothing, especially when we have anxiety and we're too far forward. That's where anxiety is from living too much in the future. Again, and depression is from living in the past. Right. So if maybe some music might help soothe him and calm him, I feel like that might be an opening for him. Mm-hmm. And he's a teenager. No, he's in college. Is he in your 20s? Going to be 21. He feels like he's younger. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. Huh. Yeah, I would look into the music and that kind of like therapy for him. All right. Yeah. I know his counselor has him having him draw and paint. And who has the back issues? Me. Yeah. Ooh, that's really, what's going on with that? Because I almost feel like a knife in my lower back. Do you understand that? It's actually like not lower, it's more middle. Yeah. Yeah. She's like, whatever. I'm a mom. I got to keep going. Yeah. Yeah. So take some time to stretch and work that out because, I feel like you got to pay attention to that. Okay. All right. Sounds great. It's been good talking to you. Yeah. Good talking to you. All right. All right. Good night. Have a good night. I think Kathy Hinkle's going to come and join us in just a minute. And so we're going to go over to, I'm going to read the email. I had a beautiful email from a listener, Lorena, who she emailed me about dreams that she was having, and her husband had passed away 7 years ago. They had been separated, and she just kind of went into her backstory a little bit. But basically what she wanted to know was, she feels like there are people with her. She feels, the energy around her. And then she's had vivid dreams and wants to know if those dreams are real. Like, are they just her imagination? So the best way, we all have this intuitive connection, right? We all have the ability to connect to our loved ones if and when we're ready. Working with the 12 principles in the Goddess You helps you to be in your alignment, to clean up the energy that's kind of chaotic and around you, and helps you to understand your intuition the best way, so you understand what is in front of you, what direction you need to go in, and also what your loved ones are showing to support you. So dreams are an absolute reality of how our loved ones will come through when we're too busy in life and we're not noticing the signs or not paying attention. They'll definitely come to us in our sleep because we're calm, we're quiet, and they'll give us the messages to support us and to love us.
as well, feeling those loved ones around us, it can feel many different ways. We can sense exactly who it is. We can have heightened energy. We can have goosebumps. We can have a smell come over us, or just a sensation. Some people see pictures in their mind of that loved one, and some people see energy. Some people see the actual person. So all of these things are normal, how our loved ones will connect with us. Same with angels. Angels can appear to people in different forms as well. And when we're sleeping, we're most open to it. So your dreams can tell you a lot. When I was growing up, my dad had this friend who always talked about keeping a journal by his bed, because he would have these vivid dreams and he would get the best ideas during his sleep and during his dreams. So he always said, keep a journal right by your bed and write down everything that comes to you. And that's how he'd worked, his business and was able to succeed in his life.
Maybe I should try that.
It's a form of connecting to your intuition, right? Right? Beautiful. Have a seat, Mrs. Henkel. Kathy Henkel's in the house.
I'm sweaty.
She's turning you on. Your headset.
How's
Hey,
that sound?
Kathy.
Hi.
How's it going?
Oh, it's loud.
It is loud.
It's going.
So this is Mrs. Kathy Henkel from Fitness 5 and
Hello, everybody.
KHF.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to come down off of that high workout.
I know, that was crazy.
It was awesome.
I was telling KJ about my old days of working out and how
So
competitive I would get.
I forgot how much fun Rockout is.
Yeah.
It's a great workout. The girls loved it. A lot of the girls never have experienced it before. They're like, whoa.
And you did a great fundraiser for breast cancer tonight.
I did.
Yeah.
So all the money tonight goes to Prax Air in Danbury, Connecticut, in memory of our friend Jody.
Our friend Jody.
Yep. She would have fun here tonight.
She would have had
She was here tonight.
Yeah, she would have had a blast in this class.
That's what we were saying. She'd be tiptoeing around.
She'd be bebopping around. Yeah. Yep. She'd have a tight pink shirt on. Bye, Karen.
Bye, Care.
So we were talking with Karen about spirituality and animal totems, and we're going to talk to you about angels, because I know you have angel connections too.
I think I do.
Yeah, you do.
I do.
So I know your mom comes through to you all the time too.
She does.
We were just talking about a listener who wrote in about it and wanted to know, like, she's doubting this connection, like thinking it's not real. So how do you know that it's real when it's your mom?
I don't know, different signs. Like, I talk to her daily.
Yeah.
I'll be dusting her picture and saying, "Hi, Mom.
Right.
Can you send me some signs?" And she does. Like, I'll find pennies, and on Mother's Day, I talked to her. I said, please send me a sign. And I found this perfectly beautiful white balloon on my front lawn that day.
Right.
So little things like that. Birds, butterflies especially.
It's just more like you just know it's your intuition.
And my mom loved butterflies.
Yeah.
She really did. She collected butterflies. So now, and when butterflies fly around me all the time, they land on me.
Yep.
They
Remember
sit on me.
that one summer that butterfly sat, we were sitting by my pool,
Yep.
and the butterfly stayed with you the entire time.
I've had them stick to my legs, and
Yes.
I walk into the office and say to my husband, "Look at this butterfly, beautiful monarch butterfly, just attached to my leg.
Just hanging out with you.
Just hanging out." So, yep, I know she's there.
Yeah, she is. So do you have dreams too? Have you ever had
I had more dreams closer to when she passed away, which has been 17 years. But when she does come in my dreams, it's like I was a little kid again.
Right.
I'm usually in my childhood.
Okay.
But after she passed, I had some really vivid dreams, some beautiful dreams.
So I think that's a nice thing, a reminder that it's everybody can have this. It's not something that's out of your reach.
Right. Absolutely.
It's the fear that will stop us from believing it's true.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
What do we say about that fear? I mouth it so he didn't have to beat me out.
Beep, beep.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How come you didn't come in and rock out with us tonight, Case?
I was out here manning all the controls. I'll be in the morning to punch the bag.
It was loud, right?
It was loud. A couple of the parents were like, "Hey, what's going on and why is it so loud? And I just said, I don't work here.
We warned them. We did tell them that we were doing an event tonight. And, you know, with Rock Out, the music has to be loud. It really does.
Yeah.
I like the whole drumstick thing too.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah, to get into it, you know, and it's everyone becomes a rock star drummer.
Right.
I want to be a rock star singer, but
Yeah. I get so into that workout. I really do. You saw me before.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
so pumped to
Yep. Ready to get
rocking.
started.
you were amazing. You were on fire.
So, and we had great prizes that you gave us, Jeannie. The
Yeah.
girls, I think Cindy was lucky. She won 2 of your prizes.
2?
Mm-hmm. June won 1, and Cindy was like, "Oh, it's like Christmas."
That's so funny.
yeah,
That's good.
yeah.
Excelente. Well, thank you so
So-
much for joining us and
Oh.
for doing what you do, because you're amazing.
Aw, thank you. This is fun doing this out in the hall. I like it.
Yeah, it is kind of fun out here.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
Catching a lot of people looking at us like, what's going on?
That's right. Alrighty. Thank you for having me.
Well, thanks.
And thanks
Well, thanks.
for coming tonight and hanging out with us.
All right, we'll see you in
Rocking
the morning.
with us.
Supporting
See
the
you tomorrow
cause.
morning, 6:45 a.m.
Yeah.
Case.
That's right.
Yeah, not me. But back in the day, I would have to beg Kathy to have an earlier class, just so you know. So 6:45, I am totally impressed.
Right.
I'd be like, come on, Kath, we have to have an earlier class. And now she's doing it, which is great. Get it done. Get your exercise in and rock it out.
Well, you are an early bird.
I'm up early. Yeah, I'm definitely up early. I don't work out the same as I used to because it's a little too harsh on my body. The angels told me to do more of yoga, and so that's kind of an interesting thing as well, because when I started to write the book is when I started to really pay attention to what the guidance was. And that guidance is what led me to doing yoga and spending time in meditation and being still. So I had to trust that I had to have faith that it was for my highest and best good. And it really was. Exercise is important for a body, and not always the same type of exercise is right for everybody. So I had to listen that I needed to soften, I needed to calm my energy, and the yoga is what really expands my my muscles and kind of just gives me that calm, which is amazing. Yeah. It's important to pay attention to what our intuition is guiding us to. So if your intuition is blocked because you are stumbling or you have fear, you can clean it up very easily with the first couple steps in the Goddess You, the first couple principles, where you write a list of fear thoughts and love thoughts. And so the fear thoughts and the love thoughts will help you to really see what you're thinking all the time. If you're thinking only from a fear base or if you're thinking from a love base. Most always you'll see that it's a fear based. And what does that tell you? That tells you that whatever you're thinking is coming towards your life. So our thoughts become things. So if we're thinking all the time negative thoughts, if we're thinking, oh, I'm not good enough, or I'm not strong enough, or I'm not gonna lose this weight, or I'm not gonna get that job, or I'm gonna, never get enough money, whatever it is, if we're always thinking in the less than fearful way, then that's what we're gonna get. That's the type of relationships we'll bring forward. So we'll struggle with relationships, with friends, with even in a marriage, you can struggle if you don't clean up your act. And then when you start to see, okay, I can take a moment, I can stop, drop, and pray, I can release the fear and be in love and look forward. Here's love forward, fear is behind, and everything changes. Then you see the possibilities.
Well, yeah, because if you walk in the door always looking for the bad things or the wrong things or the things that bother you, they're going to come right to you.
Yeah, they are. They're going to be like, hey, guess what? Shmigo's knocking. Can I come in? Yeah. So anyways, what else are we going to talk about here? Trish is listening. I'm just looking at the... I want to give a couple shout outs. I wanted to shout out to Rachel and to Heather, to Colleen. I wanted to shout out to June and Judy, who are here tonight as well, my Warped Girls. KJ. We wanted to give a shout out to... Sorry, my head. I wanted to write all these things down, but You can't always. Oh, I wanted to shout out to Carly as well. Carly's going through a really big thing with her knee. She snapped the tendon on the side of her knee. So she's in a brace, and they're saying they don't think it can repair. It won't repair. It's gone. It's torn. So she's probably going to need surgery. So we're praying that a miracle happens, that she's been working with this new energy type of visualization to heal it, to reattach it, that she can actually do it so she can walk. It's very, very, very painful, and she won't take any pain medicine. None. Zero. Nada.
Wow.
Nada. Even when they did the MRI, nada. So she's a brave one. We had a caller?
Yes, we have a caller.
We have a caller. Excellent.
Pull it up here.
I'm going to give you the number in case you don't have it and you guys want to call in
Here
tonight.
we go.
646-891-5252. Hi, this is Jeannie.
Hi, this is Noelle.
Hi, Noelle. How are you tonight?
I'm doing good.
Good. Where are you calling from?
Ashley Falls, Mass.
Okay. Nice. How can I help you tonight? Do you have a question?
Yeah, I wondered if you might be able to get a message from a loved one that has just very recently passed over.
Certainly. Can you just give me a first name?
Do I have their first name?
That's all I need is a first name.
Yes, Alice.
Thank you. Right away, I'm getting like all around the throat and really, really hard to breathe. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And she also stands very close to you, behind you. Is this your mother?
It's my grandmother.
Yeah. But I feel like almost like mothering grandmother, so I feel like you were very close. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
She stands shoulder to shoulder with you. And she wants me to say, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. She wants me to tell you that. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay.
I was hoping it was peaceful.
She's telling me to tell you don't worry. And she's saying, I feel like you're being very harsh on yourself. And she wants you to stop that everything is okay. And peaceful, she says, very peaceful, very calm, not what she expected. And she didn't really know what to expect, but I feel like she did have some fear. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. And she's just like showering you with love. She's just like an overpouring of love. And she's showing me like violets. Do you understand that too?
Yes.
She's very, very sweet, very loving. And your little girl?
Yes, my daughter was very close to her.
And she's hugging her and surrounding her. And the baby that's with her? The baby on the other side?
Well, I'm not sure.
Okay. Yeah, she's just, I feel like very peaceful and just loving you, showering you with lots of love. And it's just been a couple of weeks or a couple of days, like it's only been a short time.
Very short. It was just Friday.
Okay. Yeah, I'm feeling like just so short. And are you moving too, Noelle?
My daughter is.
Okay. She's like, everything's going to be okay. And I do feel like, and she has such a calm, soft voice. Do you understand?
Yeah, she is calm.
Yeah. I feel like she wants you to know, like, don't worry too much. She's like, you worry too much.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. I hope this helps you.
Yes, it does. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And God bless.
Thank you.
Bye, Noelle.
Bye.
That was really beautiful. We have another caller? Beautiful.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready. Hi, this is Jeannie. Can you hear me?
Yes, this is Lorena.
Hi, Lorena. How are you? You emailed me earlier?
Yes, I did.
Oh, good. Did you hear me talk a little bit about the response to your email?
Yeah, I heard you talk. Yes, I did. But one of my questions in my email was, what my husband thinks of me now.
What he thinks of you now? Can you give
How
me
he feels about me now.
Can you give me his first name, Lorena?
Jason.
Thank you very much. This was a really rocky marriage. Do you understand that? He says he wants me to tell you that he does not blame you. Do you understand that? And he's also telling me to tell you that he does not want you to hurt yourself and he does not want you to have this pain anymore. Do you understand that as well?
Yes.
He said all is forgiven. And even he said this is going to be really hard for her to believe. But all is forgiven. There is no remorse. There is no holding anything over each other's head anymore.
Okay.
And he's showing me like I have a really hard time taking a deep breath. I don't know if he was like overweight or if, he's all around the chest area. So I'm not sure how he died, but he's just showing me like really heavy, really hard to breathe.
He overdosed.
Okay. That's what it is. And that's what it's all the choking area. And he was in another relationship.
Yes, he was.
Yeah. Again, I feel like he's taking the responsibility on for hurting the people in his life. I feel like he caused great pain to a lot of people. So he comes more through with an apology with forgive me instead of you feeling like could he ever forgive me. He's that's a no-brainer for him. He's like, but can you forgive me, please?
Okay.
And you have a child?
Okay. He has a child.
Okay.
I have a son that's mine, but he's a stepson.
Okay. It's just a way he's coming through to confirm who he is again.
Okay.
So I feel like a big forgiveness needs to happen, for you as well. Like you need to let go and you need to get help that you need as well. Okay.
Okay.
There is nothing that you can do that would turn God away from you. He wants me to tell you that.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I appreciate it.
I'm going to reach out to you in an email. Okay, honey?
Okay, thank you.
All right. You have a beautiful night. Thanks so much for calling in.
You too. No problem.
I'm just going to take a minute here. Do you want to talk for a second? You want to tell everybody about November 11th?
Yes, sure. Actually, I'm going to talk a little bit about our new Apple app that we have. If you go to the App Store and search Angels Don't Lie, put in the whole thing because there's a lot of angel stuff that comes up. Put in the Angels Don't Lie with the asterisk, or no, excuse me, apostrophe, and you'll get the Angels Don't Lie app on the Apple phone. We haven't got the thing going on the Android app yet. So on your Apple device, you can download the app, and when we post the podcast, you should see a little number. That's I got the app on my phone. I'll see it tonight once I post the thing, but you should see a nice little number pop up showing that you have a new podcast waiting if you should happen to miss the show live on Wednesday nights. So definitely download that app, give it a try. You go in and do a little rating. That would definitely help bring us up on the Apple status there as people are searching for apps, and help us get the word out a lot faster, using the app. So
yeah, and you're anytime you comment on a post or you like my business page or you rate the business page, we're going to give you a shout out. We can give you a nice thank you here on air, and you'll be included in our prayer chain as well, because I'm forever grateful for that. I just want to be able to help as many people as I can connect to their loved ones, to connect to the messages from the angels, and help you guys move in your alignment. That's the goal over here. So I just want to thank the callers for calling in. I know it's not always easy, and it takes a bravery to be able to make that phone call. So thank you so much for doing that. And to be able to hear from your loved ones.
Hey, you're definitely staring down a fear. You're staring down old Schmigo there by calling in and getting,
Absolutely.
talking about it. So
You want to know what I say about that fear?
go for it.
Hashtag that fear. Yeah, he's going to totally bleep that out.
Yes, exactly.
I didn't even give it a good one either.
Right.
I should have had at it. So I want to talk a little bit about my health tip tonight because, hey, that's what we're here for, right? So I'm going to switch it just from being a nutritional to I'm going to go to health tip. So every week we're going to do this, and I'm going to give you a nice hot tip. So tonight we're going to talk about probiotics.
All right.
Probiotics. What the heck are they, and why do you need them? So
One thing, it was a buzzword on TV and ads for a while, but you don't see it anymore as much.
Yeah, so it kind of has. I mean, we know what media will do. They'll take one thing and then they'll send it out into the stratosphere and they'll overuse it, and so it loses its value. It becomes a stigmatism. It just doesn't work, right? So it's like forgiveness. They say forgiveness has this like lower vibration because it's almost like a cliche, but it's easy to do. Not always easy to wait. I lie about that. But it's so freeing when we are able to do it, and then we realize when we're on the other side, it wasn't as hard as I thought. So that forgiveness sets us free. So probiotics will set us free as well in a different way. So let's talk about that because I want you guys to have the good info. I learned firsthand about probiotics years ago. Many years ago, I had a lot of issues with my gut. I was not well, and I ended up having surgery, and it took me a long time to fight this battle to get healthy again. And I had lost a ton of weight, so I was really sick, and I didn't know what was making me sick. So I went to this naturopath, and she did all this blood work, and we got down to the nitty-gritty. And I found out what was wrong partially was that my gut was out of balance. And this is so true for anybody who has a serious illness, has a chronic issue like sinusitis or arthritis, any fibromyalgia, any type of illness, even all the way up to cancer. And I'm going to say that cancer because you can't stop me. And so what happens is when our gut is off balance from taking medications or from a poor diet, a diet high in saturated fats and sugars, we get a Candida overgrowth. We've talked about Candida here on the program before, and Candida is an overgrowth of yeast. So this is what happens to our body. This yeast eats our good bacteria, the bacteria that we need to fight off illness, to keep and maintain a healthy brain function as well. So the gut and the brain go hand in hand. So if we're foggy in the brain, we have to go to the gut and say what's going on. Also, if we were taking antibiotics will kill off our good bacteria. And this was a big problem for years where people were taking antibiotics all the time. And without replenishing the good bacteria, then our body can't fight off. It can't do its job. So when something comes in like a common cold, our body can't fight it off. And so it turns into a bigger issue. It turns into bronchitis, and bronchitis goes to pneumonia, and pneumonia goes to, even bigger issues. So how do we get this back? Probiotics are amazing. Probiotics will give you back the good bacteria. And there's a little trick about it.
I just noticed something.
What?
Antibiotics, probiotics.
You just noticed that?
Well, I never put them that close together before.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. He just got that. Okay. So, wow. So in the probiotics, if you are on an antibiotic, you always have to take your probiotics 2 hours away from each other because it will stop the antibiotic from doing what it needs to do, and we don't want that to happen. So if you are on an antibiotic, you absolutely must be taking a probiotic to give your gut back the good bacteria. Now, a lot of people will turn to yogurt to get the good bacteria in their body, but they have a Candida issue. They have a yeast, an overgrowth. And so what happens is the milk and dairy turn to sugar. So you're basically not really adding any more good bacteria to your body. You're adding more sugar, which feeds the Candida. Candida eats off of sugar. Cancer eats sugar. So we got to be careful with that. We have to open our minds to how do we stop these things from occurring. And everything in moderation, but unless, of course, you have an illness, then you have to really shape up your act and kick it in the butt. So I'm reading my notes, see where I left off here. I think I said all of this. Yeah, so I did. I'm reading through my notes. I'm like, I said all that about probiotics. Yeah, so the probiotics, you want to get a really good brand if you're going to do probiotics. Don't go and get one off of, the drugstore shelf. You need one that's been refrigerated because they're live bacteria and you want them live in your gut. You want to take them with food. You want to watch your diet. You want to keep the sugars to a low or minimum. If you have an illness, you want to try to cut sugars out. Why? Because we want to break the chain. Breaking the chain is the most important thing. And Casey and I were talking about this a little while ago because he has a friend who is having an issue with sinuses, and he's on antibiotics, but he also has great pain with arthritis, and he takes Advil every single day. So what happens, it's a vicious cycle, right? You need the Advil because you have to take the inflammation down because it's painful, but then the Advil, works against you and causes kidney issues and, is really harsh on your stomach, and you'll end up with, ulcers, and that's a whole nother gamut of problems. So inflammation can be healed when we adjust our diet by removing those sugars and that dairy that we were taking in too much. So we heal the yeast overgrowth by taking, a month off of it, go on that Candida diet for a month, get the good bacteria in our guts with the probiotics and eating healthy. And then all of a sudden you start to feel better and you start to feel less pain. We treat the inflammation with the pain with turmeric or curcum, which is amazing for joint pain. Also, you can put castor oil on your joints at night on his knees, because I think you said it was his knees that's bothering him.
Definitely has trouble with the knee and
right. So old-fashioned castor oil, we're not going to take it, ingest it. We're going to put it on the outside, and what you put it on the outside of the skin, and you put a piece of flannel on top, and that draws the fluid out. So it takes that negative energy out and leaves you with the healing ability, what our body can do. But you got to clean up the gut at the same time. It has to be done hand in hand. You can't expect your body to magically cure itself when you're eating a high sugar, high stress life. It's not going to happen. So
let's put out the number again. I think someone was trying to call the Skype, which would have been on the old phone number.
Okay.
So the call-in number is 646-891-5252. That'll get you into our call-in studio, and we can get you into the host room with Jeannie.
Absolutely. And we'll be able to give you your reading, connect you to your loved one, or messages.
You and I talked about the old standby penicillin.
Yeah.
Now, that isn't an antibiotic, though, right? Or is it?
Yes, it is.
It is?
Yes, it is. Yeah. Penicillin, Caflex. There's so many different names for antibiotics, right? So probiotics, you want to have that good blend. You want to get at the refrigerated section. You want to look for one that has high, especially if you have an illness. You want 20 billion. You want to go high.
Oh, it has a rating.
They have yes, they do. So you can get 10 billion, you can get 20 billion, and you can get different strains of the bacteria as well. So
now, would this be like a daily thing?
So yes, it's definitely a daily. It's a lifestyle change that you make when you choose to live healthy. That's what I did, back when I was 36. Oh, so long ago. way back then. No, actually, I'm 25. So what am I talking about? So yeah. But when I went through this losing all that weight, and I was just so sick. I couldn't function. I had, I ended up with a partial hysterectomy, just really crappy things because I didn't take care of my body. So then I started to turn it around. I said, I got to take charge. And I kept feeling like this pull to heal myself. And I started to study and research, and that's what that's what I did. And that's why I'm so passionate about what I do, because we all have the ability to face that. But when we face it alone, it's hard and we feel lonely and isolated. But when we face it with love and knowing God's on our side, that we can do that, we feel strength, and then we can get through it. But this, a lifestyle change is hard to do when your family isn't on board. So we will be back to that in a second because we have a caller. Hi, this is Jeannie.
Hold on, I haven't got it over here. This one thing was in the way here. Okay.
Hi, this is Jeannie. Can you hear me?
No, you should.
Yeah.
Hi, how are you? Who are we talking to?
Wait, am I talking to you guys? It's Trish.
Hi, Trish. Yes, you are on the air.
Hi. I wasn't sure if I was on or not on or whatever.
Nope, you're here. You're here. I know we don't have the wait line with KJ tonight. We're just going right to the calls.
Oh, Jeannie, I am so on board with the probiotics. I take them every day. I'm taking the bee pollen.
Oh, how are you loving that? I love the bee pollen.
I'm taking it. I've been taking it. I just took it because I forgot to take it with me to work today.
Okay.
And I don't know if you can tell me anything. I feel very displaced.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here in my living room, and my living room furniture is gone. Half my stuff is packed up. I have to be out of here in like 7 weeks. And I feel displaced. I'm anxious. I'm not scared. I feel like I need to know if I'm like working on the right path, and is my angel with me? I don't know. So I'm hoping. I'm thinking about your last caller. My heart is like breaking for her.
First, I want to ask you how you take your bee pollen, because I would like to understand what you're doing with that.
It's a capsule.
Oh, it's a capsule. Okay, nice. And so I knew you were kind of in the chaos of what's going on around you and not in your bodies earlier. So that's why I was trying to explain how to use your breath to stay in your body, because you have so much going on that you're losing your balance and you're losing your footing. Your angels are always with you. That's a given. It's a given. It's when we open almost like open the window and say, oh yes, here you are, the light's here and I'm choosing to see you, is when we feel comforted and surrounded. I do feel like there's so much change going on for you, and it's a little hard to breathe. Do you actually have asthma?
No, I don't think I do. I could probably. My sinuses and allergies are horrible right now.
Yeah, like the whole breathing thing is
them.
like really, really heightened and out of control. So, but I feel like
today I actually listen to Reiki a lot, and I do meditate. But yes, I feel I'm teetering.
I know. Yeah, I would definitely like to see you do a nice meditation, maybe a yoga nidra meditation, because it would help you to be in your body. So there's different types of meditations that we can do, but yoga nidra is very specific for staying in our body and being very grounded. And there's some great ones right on iTunes or podcasts that you can download for free. So
I have looked at them. I just want to make sure that I'm like, am I doing the right thing? I feel very unquestionable because, my son is like very difficult. I'm trying to stay ahead of the curve and get things done slowly, and I don't feel like there's a lot of support, and I don't know, am I doing the right thing? Part of me feels as though I am, as far as leaving this place.
It's
I guess I'm
you're moving in with family.
anxious about what's to come.
Because you're moving in with family.
Yeah, for temporary,
Right.
very temporary.
I feel like that's where your
know.
hesitation is.
That's where my what is?
That's
I'm
where
sorry.
that's where your hesitation is, because you're going to be moving with family. And I do feel like there's great fear around everything. It's the unknown. And with that, that's what I was trying to explain earlier about being in the moment, about enjoying where you are in this very moment, because it is hard when you have so much coming at you, which you do, without a doubt, with the move and your son and the different men and the different relationships you've had in your life. There's a lot going on. Instead of being in all that energy all of the time, stay in your body and be in the moment. Enjoy where you are right now. Like, stay in your room, enjoy the apartment, and be still. That is like the best advice I can give you. And the angels are all around you always. I feel like you're second guessing your intuition. You look outside of yourself, and sometimes when you do that, you make really rash moves. So that's what I'd like to see you kind of be in a calmer state. And instead of making a jump move, write it down and make a nice decision using your intuition. Does that make sense? Although I do feel like a little bit of a push, a little force, like some of this isn't your doing, like you're being forced to do stuff. Do you understand that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right. And who's the person that kind of like tugs you along, almost like, puppets you? Pulls your strings.
I would probably say my son.
Okay. Yeah.
Whether it's good or bad, yeah, I think he has no concerns about us moving. He's like, we can do this in one day.
Right.
I'm not like that. I do like to meditate. I do like to find my happy place, and I feel, I don't know. I feel like I could get in my car and just drive off and leave it all behind. I feel my wings I'm not in the right place. My heart, my soul is not in the right place. And I don't mean that like in a way of, in this moment, just, I think I'm displaced in this part of the world. Like, I lived in Connecticut for way too long, and I did it for my kids, and I feel like transient, but yet not. I don't know.
That's why I would love to see
I want to go and experience something and
get your journal out, do the yoga nidra, connect with your inner intuition, and find your path.
Yeah, they're talking to me.
Like
they're talking to me. I need a mentor. I need a mentor because they talk to me. I record them every night. You should hear. I have voices talking to me. They keep me up. I can sleep, and I don't get a good sleep. I know all night.
Well, that's not good.
People are talking.
Well, listen, I will send you an email because we're coming to the end of the show, but I'll send you an email about some upcoming classes that we have at the studio, and we'll talk.
Hopefully I'll be able to come
to
one of them. I don't know, between the moving and stuff.
Well, we wish you the best.
All right.
And you are in my prayers, my love.
Thank you. Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Have a really good night.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Jeannie. Bye.
I have to send out some prayers to Trish tonight.
Absolutely. And to our callers, Noelle and Lorena, as well.
Yep.
We'll keep them all in our prayers, that God bless you and keep you, and that your intuition and your loved ones come through clear so you can move through your life with ease. And this brings us to the end of our show. And I just want to say how grateful I am to Kathy Hinkle for having us here, and for all of you for listening. You know, I'm very grateful. If you want to find more about the show, you can go to my website, jeanniestreet.com. You can check out Goddess University. Get on the wait list because we're going to be opening the wait list with a special discount, which I'm really excited, on November 11th. And that's going to be very short. So if you want to learn more, you want to expand your knowledge, if you want to grow, Goddess University Members Club is the place for you. We're opening with 9 master classes that you can learn in your own comfort of your home. You can take your time. Each month we'll be adding more content, so it's going to be ever evolving. It's really very exciting. And I'm just adding a brand new component to Goddess University, which is going to be the Angel TV. So we're going to take the show once a month, and I'm going to do a TV video.
Awesome. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, me too. So we'd love to hear from you, and I hope you all have a really blessed night. And I know what I know, because angels don't lie. I'll see you next week right here on KBJB Radio. Jeannie, I'm out of here.